Hello, I am Beth Sleddy, Superintendent of West Fargo Public Schools. Thank you for joining us today to learn more about our 2022-2027 strategic plan. West Fargo Public Schools has established a strategic plan aimed at strengthening the teaching, learning, and culture of the district and its community during the next 5 years. The essential elements of our strategic plan, mission, vision, goals, beliefs, and values were all created with input from a variety of stakeholders and on the foundation of equity. A mission statement indicates the purpose of our strategic plan. A vision statement indicates how we will fulfill our purpose. They are our why and our how for the next 5 years. Our mission, while similar to our previous mission statement, has been updated to educating all learners for tomorrow's world. We exchanged the word today for all in the update to represent that our work each day is not just for today's learners, but for the learners of yesterday, the learners of tomorrow, and the learners of the distant future. Our vision statement states West Fargo Public Schools aligns instructional practices and resources to create a nurturing, learner-centered environment. Learners are empowered to develop knowledge, skills, and dispositions to thrive in a rapidly changing world. To be successful in our mission and vision, we must set goals. Our goals indicate what must be achieved to fulfill our vision and mission. The 3 goals incorporate the district's beliefs and values, as well as define the teaching and learning experiences West Fargo Public Schools strives to provide for our learners and educators alike. Each goal has a primary focus: wellness, academics, and choice ready. Each of the 3 goals is supported by beliefs, which provide guidance in our decisions and continuity in our processes. Each specific belief is articulated to help us achieve equity for all learners through personalized learning. To introduce our 3 strategic goals, I've asked for Dr. Agri, our Elementary Assistant Superintendent, and Mr. Williams, our Secondary Assistant Superintendent, to join us.
One of our 3 goals focuses on ensuring wellness for our learners and our educators. All learners and educators are engaged in safe and compassionate learning environments that foster collaborative relationships in their physical, social, and emotional well-being. To achieve this goal, we believe in building self-efficacy, the belief they can, and agency, the desire to act, to empower all learners to advocate for their own learning and the supports they need to be successful.
We also believe that learning has a social component and that learners need to be engaged in safe and nurturing relationships that allow them to develop their intellectual, physical, social, and emotional well-being.
Another one of our 3 strategic goals focuses on the academic elements of teaching and learning. All learners are empowered to think critically, reflect, communicate, and achieve academic proficiency across all content areas and develop their profile of a graduate dispositions. To achieve this goal, we believe that teaching is both an art and a science. We believe in a district guaranteed and valuable curriculum defined as clearly articulated, evidence-based, transparent, and measurable proficiency in knowledge, skills, and dispositions for each course for each grading period.
In addition, we believe in timely, actionable, and relevant feedback in all aspects of education, which empowers learners to determine and act on their next steps with guidance and support to move them to independence.
The last of our 3 strategic goals focuses on learners becoming choice ready by the time they leave West Fargo Public Schools. All learners are empowered to identify their passions, skills, and purpose, set goals, and determine a personalized pathway to thrive and contribute responsibly to the local and global community. To achieve this goal, we believe goal setting and reflection are critical components of the learning process as they encourage learners to examine their decisions, resources, resilience, and responsibility.
For each of our goals, we have identified areas of investment and attention that we believe will support us in fulfilling the goal, as well as the data that will be measured and assessed to determine if we have, in fact, met the goal. These specifics, as well as examples of what may be observed in learners and learning environments focused on these goals, will be shared in future follow-up videos. Thus far in the video, we have identified our mission, our why, our vision, our how, our goals, our what, and our beliefs. And finally, we must introduce our district's core values. To assist, I have asked Patty Stedman from the West Fargo School Board to join us.
The district's Profile of a Graduate represents the core values of West Fargo Public Schools. These are 8 dispositions that our learners and educators strengthen and model during the teaching and learning process: collaboration, communication, compassion, creativity, critical thinking, resilience, reflection, and responsibility. With collaboration, educators and our learners work together, resolving controversy and conflict through respectful negotiation. With communication, educators and our learners demonstrate their understanding of the complexities of culture and global issues and see viewpoints beyond their own in order to positively impact the world around them. With compassion, educators and our learners connect and share ideas and select an appropriate format to express thoughts and ideas with integrity and appropriate digital citizenship. With creativity, educators and our learners take risks to develop and revise ideas. With critical thinking, educators and learners systematically go beyond knowledge reproduction to reason, organize, summarize, interpret, analyze, and synthesize information in ways that generate new understanding. With reflection, educators and our learners take ownership in their learning by being empowered to take multiple pathways to demonstrate understanding and mastery. With resilience, educators and our learners persist on the path towards physical and mental wellness, despite impediments and challenges, by defining and developing solutions to existing or future problems. And with responsibility, educators and our learners actively engage in their learning and demonstrate responsibility, organization, and perseverance.
And while we assess learners based on their academic learning, we have now established proficiency skills, objective rubrics for assessing these dispositions within learners as they grow, learn, and strengthen their individual selves at West Fargo Public Schools.